Hi guys, it's me again, Wise Dragon Comics. Continuing a short mini series about eyes. This video is based about character personality manipulation through pupil alteration, which is basically talking about how to change the pupil size and make it add like details to characters that you could normally put in that a reader would see without even you having to describe the character itself. Like I'll give an example when I actually draw it. Let's say you have, let's use the box technique that I explained in my last video. Let's say you have a character with those high eyes, those high oval eyes, those pretty eyes, and you, instead of making the iris area small and the pupil, the inside of the area big, let's say you were to actually make the pupil itself small and yet leave the eye big. Now, that actually creates a unique display for a character who would normally be happy-go-lucky. As you can see, they don't look all that happy-go-lucky about their normal appeal. And then I'll draw one next to it to show you exactly what it will look like if you were to actually give them a typical pupil that you'd expect from a happy-go-lucky character. Give them the high oval, and then the huge pupil. The pupil is the center black part of the eye. Now, as you can see, there's a different appeal in between these eyes. You're more likely to feel warmth and comfort from someone with these huge pupils. And then to even add a more dazzling effect, you can add little eye glares or a reflection in the eye. Which will give it more of a effect like that, as you can see. And then another vice versa would be to make a character with the long slanted eyes. Say you wanted to make one of those characters, but make them not as focused or callous or mean as you typically see. You give them a bigger pupil. As you can see, someone with an eye like that wouldn't seem as dangerous as a person with an eye like that, with smaller pupils. As you can see, same kind of eye, same eye size. The difference is just the pupil. Could even add a couple reflective glares within the eye, which are basically just like little white spots where the sun will reflect in their eye. Sometimes you can close the reflection off, or you can just leave it open to fade into the iris area of the eye, which is where you would see color within the eye. You can just leave it open sometimes. I actually prefer to leave mine open and let it fade into the iris area of the eye sometimes. And there are also different effects that you can get by altering some of the things of the eye, like the outside iris area of the eye. To make a character look more serious, you can thicken it. You could even shrink the pupil itself a little bit more. And the effect here is actually making the width of the outside of the eye, outside of the iris area right here. This isn't the iris. This is actually the iris. This part will be the color. This is the pupil. And then making the outside line of the iris thicker than the actual eyelashes of the character. That creates a unique effect. That can also display a character's personality before you even begin to actually describe it in your story or to portray it through the story. So you can combine all the last of the current lesson and the last two lessons to be able to make unique characters the way you want to look. Adult characters, a child character, things like that. How to make serious faces, how to make a character with a serious eye, but more like a soft heart rather than a character like this who's serious and not so nice of a assumed personality and whatnot. And basically that concludes today's lesson. And this is Wise Dragon Comics with his final saying of keep drawing, don't give up. One day you'll become great. Peace.